motherfucking spot. Oh, have I been eating too many chocolates, or is it the affliction of the body? I do not know.
Do you have a monkey in your pants?
Hi folks, this is my first subscriber giveaway competition. It's not really a competition, it's just a subscriber giveaway. And yes, I am clicking, I am doing stuff as I am talking. Bear with me, this could be more professionally edited, but I don't really care. We'll call it the 831. Boop, boop, there we go. 831 subscriber giveaway is what it is. I got an item which I'll show you in a minute. In a minute, not in the minute, in a minute. Do you like my t-shirt? Look, Empire Strikes Back. It's pretty cool. I got it in like Asda. It was like £8. That's a bargain. It's not, it's itchy though. Maybe it's made out of like cheapest material in the world. Or maybe I've got skin condition. I do not know. But anyway, first subscriber competition giveaway thing that I've ever done. And what I will do is tell you who the winner is on the 27th of February, which marks the 2-year mark anniversary for my time on YouTube. Did that even come out my mouth properly? I'm sorry if it didn't, but hold on, because I can't be bothered to edit it. But it's not really a competition as such, because I was trying to think of different ways of doing it and whatnot, and I thought, right, some people might not even enter, that might be too hard, etc, etc. So it's open to all the subscribers, whether you just subscribed yesterday or whatever. Big thank you to all the subscribers. This is why I'm doing the competition giveaway. It's not a competition, I just said that. Say a big thanks. I'll do a better big thanks video when I announce the winner, which is on the 27th of February. Remember that. And this will be the last video until the 27th of February. Something just bonged on my screen. I'm sorry if you heard that. The last video until then, as I touched on the previous one, I'm having a bit of a break. So I'll show you what the prize is, and I bought it specifically, and your eagle eyes could see over there a ZX Spectrum that is boxed. That is completely separate, but not, if that makes sense. So, don't know where that came from, it's just randomly there. The prize is, which is pretty cool, you should expect it to be what it is because of me. It'd be really cool if somebody overseas wins it, but I'll tell you what the prize and I'll tell you what you need to do to win it. And yeah, basically, it's this, a ZX Spectrum 128K plus 2, what model is it? It's just a plus 2 in it, because it's the first one, the grey one, the first one with the added tape deck, and it's more compatible than the later plus 2B, or whatever it's called, the black one, as I refer to it. A bit of story about this, I got this specifically for this giveaway, but the case was in really quite bad condition on the top of it, but my son had a faulty one. So what I've done is, now it's not perfect, I'm not going to give away something that's perfect, I'll keep that for myself. No, that's not right, but it's not in any way means perfect condition. It's got some marks. There you go, see a little couple of marks at the top of the screen, top of the case up there. But the case that I had, it was really sort of badly discoloured, the one that came for some reason, and the keyboard was grubby as hell, and these you could hardly even see the buttons, you know what I mean, the symbols on the buttons, you couldn't even see them on the one that I bought specifically for this giveaway. So as I said, my son had one that was faulty, had some missing chips in it, so I've transplanted bits of the case. I've taken the keyboard from that one as well. It's a bit of a Frankenstein Spectrum, but it works perfectly fine. So it's got the keyboard from the one that my son had. It's got the buttons from the one that my son had. You'll notice that this little record button sits a little bit lower down than the rest. Who would know? Two grey Spectrums would have slightly different shaped buttons. So these ones all sit higher up and the recorded ones down the bottom, because I never swapped over the record button because it's fine. So the keyboard came from my son's one, which didn't work. I didn't just rob him of a Spectrum, and I took the buttons from it as well because they were faded as hell, and I took the top part of the case as well from my son's one, because the one that I always got was in shocking condition. So there you go, you can get an idea of the condition of it. It's got a couple of marks along the top, but apart from that, it's a pretty clean 128K Spectrum. It works perfectly fine. I had to, well, it does now I should say, the one that I got, there was some problem with the RF out in it, where the aerial goes. RF cable, so I had to do some soldering there to get that working. It's not what you expect, especially when you buy something, but it works perfectly fine now. It's had the tape belts replaced. I've tested it. All the keys work fine. It powers on. You can get a signal out the RF now that I've done some soldering. The RGB out works fine if you want to get yourself a SCART cable. And the tape deck works fine and it plays games. I have tested it. It is fine. Not a problem with it. But I mean, it's in all right condition considering the age of the machine itself. So ZX Spectrum 128K plus 2 is what the item is, along with a power supply. There you go. Now, I will post this anywhere. I may regret saying that, depending where whoever wins, but I'll post it anywhere. So overseas, you're welcome to enter. So please bear in mind, if you do win it, you may need a suitable adapter or something. And I think if it goes overseas, I don't think you'll be able to use the RF out, but you can get a SCART cable, and I'm sure you could use some sort of converter for it or something like that. But Spectrum, 128K Spectrum, power supply, RF cable, which is somewhere. I will supply an RF cable of some description. Sorry, I'm looking about because I had it there. I will supply, along with this, games for your ZX Spectrum. So, tens of thousands of pounds of entertaining games for only £2.95. This is cool. This is by Virgin back in the day. It's basically, look, you can type in your own games if you so wish. Magic. Imagine how much fun you could have with that. Amazing. Manual for the computer as well. Blah, 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 blah. I'll give you that. No joystick, because any real Spectrum owner knows that you play the games with the keyboard. Okay? So, 120K Spectrum, power supply, belts have been replaced, keyboard's nice, tape drive works fine, everything works fine as it is. I have tested it, like I said. Manual and a type-in book so you can make your own games, and obviously with the Spectrum you need some games. So I will also include CJ's Elephant Antics. There you go, get rid of the glare, awesome game. Agent X, Ghostbusters Classic, Transylvanian Tower, a spectacular 3D maze adventure. It says so on the box. Flight Simulator, gotta have some of that action. Horse Goes Skiing, classic. Attic Attack, brilliant game, classic. Donkey Kong by Nintendo. Batman, 3D isometric game like Head Over Heels, classic. Codemasters Ninja Massacre. Spike in Transylvania. Fire Lord, I played this game so much as a kid, I'm not even joking. I don't even think I realised what I was doing in it, but amazing. Absolutely amazing arcade classic, New Zealand story, an amazing game. Now this is, the next two are two of my favourite games on the ZX Spectrum. You've got Renegade, which is, it is a brilliant game, honestly, one of my favourite games. And you have got R-Type as well, again, an amazing Spectrum game. So there you go then, guys. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 games. Spectrum, power supply. I did have an RF cable sitting out already. So an RF cable, a manual, and a little Spectrum book thing. I'm running out of voice. Most important thing though, I suppose, is you're sitting there thinking, how can I have this glorious 8-bit British gaming computer classic? I know you are, I know you are. Right, all you need to do is make sure you subscribe to the channel. So if you're not already, hit the subscribe button. And then I'd like you to go over to my Facebook page, not my own personal Facebook page, but Monkey Spas page, facebook.com/monkeyspas5000. Should appear on the screen, and I'll put a link to it down below. So subscribe to the channel, go over my Facebook page, like the page, and then on the Facebook page, all you need to do is write a comment that says ZX Spectrum, and that's it. Simple as that. Everybody who subscribes to the channel, if you're not already subscribed, likes my Facebook page and types ZX Spectrum as a comment on my Facebook page will be entered into a draw, which will be drawn on the 27th, or just before the 27th of February Oh, what if you're watching this up until then? I'll cut it off on the 25th of February, so up until the 25th of February. And on the 27th of February, which marks the 2-year point of me being on YouTube, that's when I will announce the winner and I will send this glorious little Spectrum package off to you guys. And then you can also realise that the Sinclair ZX Spectrum is the greatest home computer game system of all time, maybe apart from the Amiga and the SNES, but it is, and that's how it works. So it's just a thank you to you guys for your support over the nearly 2 years now. I thought it's about time I'd done a giveaway as such, but like I say, the instructions will be down below in the description box. Simple as pie. If you'd like to enter, please do so. As for me though, guys, a couple of weeks break. You'll see me again on the 27th of February. Please feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and I hope somebody wins this lovely Spectrum and gives it a hug and a nice home. Goodbye.
Do you have a monkey in your pants?